Gentlemen. Nice, right? Well, we're gonna take care of that today. Here's the deal. I've been attempting to let the top of my hair grow out a little bit. One of the downsides, though, is as the top grows out, the sides get a little bit crazy. Starts growing over the ears, and it just doesn't look as tight as it could and should. And so today, I'm gonna take you through a quick and simple haircut tutorial to show you how I trim my hair in between trips to the barber. At first, I was thinking that I was gonna do some like 5-minute haircut tutorial, and I'm like, wait a second, I don't think speed is what we're going for, especially if you're cutting your own hair. I've been cutting my own hair since I've pretty much been like 6. I got a jacked up haircut when I was young. I asked my mom for some clippers and I taught myself. And so I pretty much have been cutting my hair on and off sporadically throughout my entire life. As a kid, as an adult, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. Once you practice, once you sort of get the hang of it, it's not that complicated. And so I love going to see Steven, but for me to keep up with my hair, because it does grow incredibly fast, I would be needing to go to Steven every week and a half. And so this is a way for me to sort of keep things tight and looking decent without actually spending the cash or going to Steven every week and a half. Plus, it's kind of cool to be self-sufficient, but before we get started, and before you just grab your clippers and start going to town, you need to know that individual results may vary. I've been doing this a long time. It does take practice and practice and practice. But the great news is that it's hair. It will grow back. So gentlemen, without any further ado, let's get down to business. Here's what I'll be using. You're going to be needing 1 pair of sharp hair cutting scissors. You're also going to be needing a comb. The 3 attachments I'm going to be using are, in order from largest to smallest, 1/2 inch, 3/8 inch, 1/4 inch, and my trusty wall clippers, which I've had for about 12 years. If you buy wall and you keep them oiled, these things will last you forever. Alright, so when I am blending and fading my hair, I like to cut my hair dry because I feel like it gives you a more accurate representation of what it's going to look like when your hair is dry. That being said, I do wet the top in order to get the section of hair that I'm not cutting out of the way and my part nice and tight. Alright, so I just wet the top of my hair. First things first is determine where my part is going to fall. If you guys have no idea where the part should go in your hair, here's a simple solution. What you do is you get your comb and you basically go on the side of your nose up through the center of your eye and up at a diagonal. Okay, that is going to be the placement for your part. It's a nice clean line. All right, when you put your part too far over, it looks a little whack, a little bit too center, you're going to look like alfalfa. Here, here, up, diagonal, and part. Right there. Okay? Take it all the way back. The other side, I'm just going to basically do the same thing and get that section of hair, rough section of hair, out of the way. Now what I'm going to do is actually take the longest attachment, clip it on, flip the clippers as long as it will go. Now I'm going to go up and pull out at the top. So it's going to look like this. Up. This is the longest of the attachments. Alright, as you go up, look, you're fading and pulling up and out. Alright, this is giving you a nice, clean, and more natural faded haircut, as opposed to looking all like super choppy. Up, right there. Other side. Right there. Like I said, I've been doing this a long time, so I'm pretty comfortable doing it. Now, I'm not as comfortable with the camera in my face, but we're going to try and make do. Then what you're going to do is actually get a handheld mirror. You're going to utilize this in order to be able to see the back. So behind me, behind the camera, is actually a large mirror, and so I can actually see myself in the mirror. You can see, check it out, alright? Now what I'm doing, start at the base of your neck, come up and fade out. Sideways, I'll show you what that looks like. Up and out, right there. Right there, all the way around. Now, here's the deal. I'm getting this as good as I can, but in another week and a half, I'm going to go see Steven and get everything cleaned up. This is just to make do in the meantime so my hair doesn't look all wacky. Right there. What do you think? Right there. Now what I'm doing is at the top where the hair is a little bit longer, I'm not actually touching my scalp. I'm just blending it a little bit better with, once again, the longest attachment. And that's it. Now, clip that off, switch to the next longest attachment or the next shortest attachment, and what I'm going to do now is go temple, fade it up, same thing, but I'm not going as high as I was with the last attachment. All right, the other one I was going all the way up. This I'm stopping right about there so it blends a little bit more seamlessly. Other side. Up behind your ear. And back. Now with back here, you're not going quite as high here. You're just going to about the center of your head. So here, and pull out. Right there. All right, once again, you're rocking that clipper out in order to fade it. There. Looks pretty good so far. Now, last attachment, the shortest one. Now what I'm going to be doing is actually blending and shortening just the temples and a little bit down along my neck, all right? Because this is sort of the finishing touch. Once you get this done, then it's just about edging and you're finished. Here, I'm clipping it as short as it will go, so I moved and adjusted the handle all the way down. Now I'm just going here, here, here. And basically I'm stopping right about there, behind my ear, and coming up right like that, fading it out. So here, right there. Don't get all crazy and go too far right there, just a little bit behind the ear. Right there. And back, just down nice and low, just fading it out right there. Up behind your ear just a little bit. And now, all you're going to do, make sure that that clipper blade is all the way down, and you're going to edge along your ear. Right there, pull it down if you need to. If you go too high, you're going to look like you have white wall tires under your ears. Right there. Now, this is the tricky part. If you don't feel comfortable doing this yourself because it's kind of reversed and you have to use your left hand at a point, get somebody to help you. Just grab your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mother, your dad, your uncle, a friend, and have them edge your neck. It's a lot easier than you jacking it up because this is the part where you could really kind of screw it up. Oh, I get in position. Down your neck, and my clippers apparently are a little bit out of alignment because they just nipped my neck, and I'm going to be bleeding here in a second, but comes with the territory. Here. me see. How even is that? Pretty good. Could it be better? A little bit. Probably need to get somebody to help me with this part. Nice and round. And that's it. Gentlemen, that was real time. How long did that take me? About 7 minutes? 5 minutes? Alright, right about there. Alright, what I'm going to do now is go get a shower, style my hair, and see how it looks. Gentlemen, welcome back. So what do you think, huh? Does it look like a haircut that took me 7 minutes? That I did myself? No. Probably looks like it took me 8 minutes. Maybe even 9. Gentlemen, is it as good as Steven would do? No. Is it passable under the circumstances? Absolutely yes. Cutting your own hair is a skill. It's something that takes time, energy, and a little bit of finesse in order to get right. But if you practice enough, you will be proficient enough. It's not about being the best hairstylist, it's about taking care of business when business needs to be handled. And gentlemen, we just handled your business. Wait a second. Before I go and run off, I thought you should know that I've done some other haircut videos where I actually show you how to handle the top. Today, we just handled and faded the sides. Other videos, the top. Gentlemen, they're listed and linked in the description.